Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. Listen, I enjoyed this day off. I don't know about you, but I enjoyed this day off. Sometimes we need to take some time and just enjoy our wins, okay? We got a lot to talk about in a short period of time. Let's get right into it. What's happening this week? What's coming up this week? Major economic data. All right. So on Tuesday, February 17th, I'm shooting this on the 16th. Right. Focus on advanced retail sales, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. The New York Empire State Manufacturing Index. Right. That's one that's important. I want you guys to keep your eyes on that. Okay. So that'll be an hour before opening bell. But then Friday we have PCE. Now, this is going to be important. This PCE and core PCE, that's going to come out this coming Friday, an hour before the market opens. Okay, so those are going to come out. PCE, which is very, very important. We have tomorrow, we got retail. And then there's one big retailer that's going to be announcing earnings this week. Okay, let's go down. Tuesday, you can see we got all of these reporting earnings, but I want you to keep your eye on Thursday. Okay, so Thursday is the day we want to keep our eye on. Walmart. Why? Why Walmart? Walmart is going to be measuring the gauge. It's going to gauge where the consumer is, right? How are spending habits? And Walmart is a big one. It's just like Chase banking. It tells you where we are. Visa. It tells us about credit card debt, banking, right? Walmart tells you where the American public are with their spending habits. Okay, so we want to keep our eyes on that. So now let's keep it going. A few more things we want to talk about real briefly. Right now, the pre-markets, I'm going to call that flat. Though it's green, I'm going to call that flat. That's not enough to say where the pre-markets are going to be tomorrow morning when we open, up or down. So sometimes I look at that. Believe it or not, sometimes it's down like negative 300 points. Then you know we're in trouble. But this we're going to call flat. So I want to talk about the S&P and the Nasdaq, right? And these were some of the stock that you were in. And they are in these indices. And I want you to realize something. Over the last month, we are still down. Right? We're still down. So if you've been dip buying and you think that you missed the bottom, we're still down for the month. Okay? Follow this. I want you to always zoom out. When in doubt, zoom out. As a matter of fact, the Nasdaq is still down 695 points, 3% from the beginning of this year. So we are still down, right? We know what happened last week, we're down, and we know what happened over the last day, flat. But I want you to pay attention. Year to date, we are still down. Now, pay attention to this. I want you to look at this, right? So I'm going to add the cues to this. I want you guys to pay attention to this. So now, as I've been saying, the cues are what? Tech heavy, and software has been getting beat down. As you could see, the cues are only down by what? 3%. But if you look at Palantir is in bear market territory, right? We have a full-on correction with Amazon, Microsoft, Netflix, 16, negative 12, negative 12. Right? And then Palantir, negative 23. So Palantir is in bear market territory. Netflix, Microsoft, and Amazon, those three are in correction territory. So these have been getting beat down. So it's the individual stock and not the entire indice, because the Nasdaq, or QQQ, okay, we could see that it's only down 3%. right? So you can take this off and then you can just put the Nasdaq in there and it's going to tell you the story. See, look at that. The Nasdaq composite is only down 4%, right? So now let's take that out and let's put the S&P 500, okay? So this is what I want you guys to see. Sorry about that. S&P, okay? And you will see that the S&P 500 is only down 1.5%. So my point is the individual stock have been getting beat down while the indices have been holding up. And so that's why we've been buying the ETFs, because they are slower to go down. They're also slower to go up, but it was a form of safety and we looked for low positions or low buying opportunities to get into these. Now, will these rebound? All I'm going to say is at some point they're going to continue to go up, all right, as their margins and as their earnings go up. But what's the problem right now? CapEx spending, meaning they are spending a ton of money on AI and the future of AI, and they have not gotten a return on that yet. So if you're investing in a company and it's spending out more money, then that's problematic because they have less money to work with. And so they've been getting beat down, right? Let's take a look at what's happening with crypto. We could see that Bitcoin has finally cooled off. We're at 68.9. Let's just call that 69-ish, okay? We can see that Ethereum is up 2.3% over the last 24 hours. You can see XRP has flattened out, actually trying to recover over the last 7 days, 2.65, but still at $1.48, right? Here's what I want you guys to look at as it pertains to crypto. And I'm going to say this again. Now, again, I want you to know that I'm in my full positions, but for those of you that are not, I'm just going to point to something. Anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell. You got to do your own due diligence, okay? So we know all about the act that has not acted yet, okay? And we'll talk about that in a minute. So look at this. We're still in extreme fear territory, right? And when you go here and look at the chart, let me just cut this off, okay? When you go here and you look at the chart, you can see we're at 68.8, right? What I'm doing now is I'm cutting on my traffic trader, and I made this for stocks, but I'm just kind of looking at it as it pertains to crypto. And you could see that it printed a green light right here, and we went all the way up, and then it printed a yellow light, right? Yellow light means reversal coming. Right down here, you could see red light goes over the green light, right? So do you take the trade right away or do you get out right away? No, I usually wait 1, 2, 3 ticks. You can see here in the yellow, and then we went red light. So it went red light right here at $115. And it came all the way down to 59. Remember, it dropped down 59.9 right here, 58 even. And so it printed a red light, and you could have put in a stop loss. The reverse of that is it also printed a green light here, and it printed a green light here. So you could have made money from 69 all the way up to 104 right here. Okay, and so just taking a look at how my traffic trader works. So I'm going to say this in my last video. I'm going to leave it in this video. I'm still going to have the 48-hour code for those of you that want to join us. But after tonight, by tomorrow, it'll be done. It's done. And don't look for it again. You want to come in and check out Money Moves for 48 hours. I gave you a chance, okay? But we're going to make money. I'm going to release my levels, my options levels, my scalp option levels in the morning before opening bell. And then we're going to live train and trade. That's what we're going to do. And we're going to help the followers make some more money. Hopefully, we got to see what the market yields. Every day is not a good day. Every day is not a winning day, but a lot of people have been making a lot of money. Okay. All right. So that's what I want you to do. I want you to remember all of those dates. PCE, that's important. That's coming out. Okay. And also Walmart. We need to see what Walmart is saying as far as the health of the consumer. All right. And we'll go from there. We'll see you in the morning. All right. And if you're new to the page, go ahead, hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell. Just got through eating some ice cream and then drinking some warm tea. So my voice is kind of leaving. But I will see you in the morning. Come on and join us. Go to the description in this video. Click more. And if you're on your phone or if you're on the computer, I'm going to leave that code up for another few hours. Come and join us, and we're going to learn and earn together. See you tomorrow. Live, love, laugh, and learn.